That one falls, so he hits both of them. Only one turnover up to this point. I mean, that's sensational.
It really is, Kevin. The one thing you do not want to do is create opportunities for your opponent, and they're not.
And that one's good.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
New Orleans has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. They get a hand on it. Stuckey dishes to Martin. The second chance effort. Offensive rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And at last, they get one to fall. Martin's got 18 points now here in the second half. Here's Collins. Gets an open look and hits.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Indiana's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Outside, Martin. Right side, Martin. It could go. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. The Pelicans shooting 43% from the floor. Down low, Weston Hibbert. T is out there with Rodney Stuckey. And it's George in at the small forward position. That's the Pacers 5. Martin kicks to Stuckey. Back to Martin. Tries from 10. And it comes off the front of the rim. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. A pull-up. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Well, the league is making a push for more transparency with its officiating since last season. And I really think that's the way to go. They're sharing memos with teams and the media. I think it's a great step, really, because, again, with all of the information and technology available, fans are able to see more and their expectations are higher. And when you can do it at a higher level to help get things right, I think transparency is a good thing from the official standpoint. Help people understand how difficult their jobs are and the great job that they do as officials.
Pacers leading by 20. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Hands it from downtown.
This is unbelievable. What a shooting exhibition we're seeing out there today.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Well, last season the fans in Indiana finally came back in bunches to support their hometown Pacers. The top 10 in attendance, up from 25th in 2013.
New Orleans making some changes here. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Cunningham. Gordon comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Holiday in for Norris Cole. The Pelicans have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Well, Clark, you look at the low attendance numbers for the Pacers in years past from 2007 to 2012. They averaged the 2nd worst in the league. I think that surprised a lot of people.
It really did. It surprised me and the rest of the organization as well. Yet that corresponds with the seasons that the Pacers actually dipped below 500, and there wasn't a lot of promise on the horizon. With the Pacers winning now, and from what I hear, the TV ratings are also over double. Actually, I know the TV ratings of that team have doubled up since 2012, so things are headed in the right direction now. What a performance. Just look at the game for Big Smooth. He has 20 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points he can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
And so he hits both.
You know, an interesting study came out recently that argued that steals are really undervalued, not just because they create high percentage scoring opportunities at the other end, but also there just aren't that many players who really excel in that area.
Holiday, the pass to Ashe. Davis kicks to Collins. Martin against Holiday. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against New Orleans. When you talk about steals, one of the harder stats to replace, some players just have the knack.
Yeah, you know, when you replace a guy who can take the ball away from opponents, a great stealer, I mean, it's hard to replace that in your lineup. Steals require a special knack, quickness, anticipation. And, you know, guys that do a good job of ball hawking can really get into an opposing player's head, too.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Martin. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
The Pelicans have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Collins, good.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Martin attacking, and that one's good.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Here's Collins. West with some nice D. The Pacers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. The Pelicans shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. And it's Rodney Stuckey with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, the old days of the dollar-for-dollar luxury tax are gone. The new, more punitive luxury tax really changing the way the league does business. Teams like the Knicks and the Lakers and the Celtics, high revenue teams, they're not nearly as willing to go into that tax anymore. So it really has kind of leveled the playing field.
Here's Anderson, and that one goes long. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Martin from outside, that's good. Martin's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Pacers.
Wow. What can you say?
Now here is Holiday. And Steve, you mentioned the new luxury tax, and Clark and I talk about it all the time. It's an incremental system. Clark, you know, it starts at 150% and above the $15 million over the cap. The tax is 325%.
And Kevin, that's before you get into the repeater penalties. If a team pays the luxury tax 4 out of 5 seasons in a row, you tack on another 100%. Those numbers could even affect big market teams.
Martin wide open, he fires, and the Pacers another 3.
And those are not the kind of three-point opportunities you can give to shooters in the NBA. These guys are just too good.
You're exactly right. It'll burn you every time, just like it's burning them here.
Ajinça, it's hauled in by George. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Pacers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for T. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him.
And Ashe kicks to Holiday. Gordon with no one around. That doesn't go either for Gordon.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble. You know, the league doesn't always update players' heights after they enter the league. Paul George, 6'10" after a late growth spurt following his rookie season in the NBA.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Deflects the pass, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And Paul George with great athleticism and fluidity at his side.
Yeah, he makes it really look easy. He's a very gifted athlete.
extremely quick, and not only a foot, but his hands are quick too. He's not just a scorer or defender. I mean, he's got a chance to be one of the best do-it-all players in the league as he continues to grow as a passer and ball handler. And rebounding, he's one of the best at his position right now in the league.
2 on the clock. Three-pointer, Martin. Gordon with the defensive effort. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Got that one up quick. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Three-pointer, Martin. Asik pulls it in. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. And T is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Davis dishes to Gordon.
Defensive foul, Jordan Martin. That's his third personal foul. 4th team foul.
No good on the free throw. That one is no good. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're up by 31. 1 second left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Well, they're obviously going to win, but this timeout may be about some substitutions.
Well, they may just want to make sure they don't do anything really foolish at the very end here.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win.
Guys, Paul George.
Game 6 of the NBA